I was just waiting for George's typical yay because of that voice. That voice is absolutely sucks. Ladies
It's
and
an
gentlemen,
amazing voice.
it is an amazing voice. Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your screen. We have several people on tonight. I am your host. I am the host that's sick. So if I don't sound my normal upbeat television self, I'm sorry. I will try to get back to that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rewatchable Hour. With me, as always, depending on how you look at it, because our editing team are boneheads and they don't know what the hell they're doing. To the right, the red shirt is Mr. George Muzzy. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good.
And staying far, far away from me because I'm sick. And she said I was contagious. I thought that was a compliment, but apparently it was not. Is my wife Jennifer? How you doing?
Trying to stay healthy.
And below me is Miss Jackie Lynch. How you doing?
I'm good. Below me?
On my screen, our editing team is whatever. They're boneheads. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest today, our very own Aline, who her daughter, Miss Hayleigh Clark, is joining the show for the first time ever. Hayleigh, how you doing?
I'm doing lovely.
Good. So,
hey, Jackie, I don't think he understood what you meant.
I did.
Oh, okay.
But if I laugh, I'm going to go into like this coughing fit. I'm going to try to keep it under wraps tonight because I don't think you guys want to hear me cough and all that. But anyways,
No.
Challenge accepted.
Okay. So, Hayleigh, you are a guest on the show because of what you do for a living. This is just typically the part of the show where we let our guests talk about themselves. And then if any of us has any questions or comments, we will just probably interrupt you like I normally do because I'm like, scatterbrained and I got to get it out right now or I'll forget. So, Hayleigh, if you want, why don't you tell our listeners and our viewers what you do for a living?
I am a chef. I work at Field and Vine Restaurant in Romulus, New York. We run multiple different services. We do lunch services, dinner services. We offer brunch on Sundays with some mixed drinks to get your weekend ended perfectly. Yeah, that about sums it up, I'd say.
Oh, I think you went. I think we lost you, Hayleigh.
No,
No?
I see her.
Yeah, I think I summed it up for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jen's back. Okay. Everything okay, Jen?
I had to get a charger.
So, okay. So Hayleigh, so you're a chef and you're a fine damn chef. There's been a few articles written on you. Your mom has shared with us, obviously a proud mother, of course. What is your ultimate goal in the restaurant business?
My current goal, I am trying to build like the family team aspect of what a good kitchen should experience. Having a group of people that just love what they do. They love seeing the reaction from their customers. They love seeing their coworkers every day, which isn't a very common thing in many businesses. You go into work and you always have that person that you want to bicker with a little bit, but just trying to make the best out of what we have and build something that isn't common.
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you decide to become a chef other than, we've all tasted your mom's cooking and she's an excellent cook as well, but what made you decide you wanted to be a chef?
When I was very young, I started working in restaurants just as like a bus girl, cleaning off tables, talking to the customers, and every time I would walk back into the kitchen, the experience of being in the kitchen was just so completely different than being like in the front of house. I worked in like 2 or 3 different restaurants at that point in my life where I was just bussing tables, hosting, and then I started out at a restaurant in Dresden, cooking just as a fill-in for somebody, and it was just kind of up from there. I took every chance, took every opportunity that came my way, and here I am.
What was the name of in Dresden? Because that's right down the road from where Jen and I live.
Oh, it's Trails End. Yeah.
We know it very well. Yes. Okay. Yep.
Yep. Started out there. I was supposed to just be filling in for about a week, and it became more of a full-time consistent thing for about a year and a half or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. George or Jen or Jackie, you guys have any comments or questions?
No, you took my question.
Sorry.
Hayleigh, did you say you
Again.
went to school?
I did not go to school for cooking. I have considered taking some classes. 1 second. I am so sorry.
You're fine. No. We need some elevator music. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
I can
Like I
unmute
said-
and you guys can just listen to the baby cry while I figure everything out.
This crew listens to me cry, so they're all good. So you can tell by Jen's facial reaction.
I can't hide it. Sorry. It's either my mouth or my face.
Come here. Have fun. Okay. I'm so sorry. Jackie, what was your question?
It was whether you went to school for cooking or not.
Oh, yeah. So I have not. I have considered doing culinary classes. I like the experience of being able to just kind of learn what I want to learn from the people that I want to learn it from right now. I like putting two and two together and, just kind of figuring out what can be created with it.
Oh, okay. So she's down. So we'll just sit here and talk real quick. Okay.
What number am I thinking of?
7.
Nope.
Mm.
George?
21.
Jen?
102.
5. Hayleigh, are you all set?
Are you all set? Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You got to handle your responsibilities. We get it.
Yeah.
But so, anyways, while Hayleigh does what she does, I think this is a great time to let all of our viewers and listeners know that JK'z Rewatchable Hour is just on fire with views and the popularity. We surpassed 100,000 views. I did look up that word, George, because I wanted to use it to impress you today. Surpass it. Yep, I know what that means. And it just seems like every day our views are going up like 900, 1,000, 1,100. So great work to everybody that is involved and that has been involved. And our next goal will be 125,000, which, by the way, our views are going up. We should hit that probably in, I don't know, a week and a half. So
There we go.
So great topics. Yeah, Jen.
No, go on.
Great topics. Jackie's talking about artificial intelligence, the chat GPT, and then of course the show that we did with George last week with the passing of his mother-in-law. I know I don't know if you guys can see the comment on TikTok, but several people found what we talked about very, very helpful. So just kudos to everybody putting in all these long hours dealing with me, which I know you guys get. George, knock it off. Okay.
Oh yeah, we enjoy it so much.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I can tell by that. Jen,
Yeah.
what do you have to say?
Nothing. Haley's back.
Okay, Haley's back. So you did not go to school, right? That was the last thing we were like. You did not go to school, but you plan on it.
Or at least take some
I'm
classes.
considering it. Yeah, yeah. I'd rather just like dabble in classes. I don't know if I want to. I personally have always thought about like the price that I would spend versus what I would make around here in that profession, and I don't want to be in debt for that long. So
Is this what you wanted to do when you were in high school?
I wanted to be a lawyer when I was in high school. Yeah, it kind of changed real quick once I started getting into actually working in the kitchen.
So going into the kitchen just completely just pushed aside wanting to be a lawyer, and you just fell in love with the whole restaurant business.
Yeah, I feel like I already had the love of the restaurant business from being younger. I worked at Water Street Cafe. That was my first job. I'm not sure how familiar you all are with Water Street, but it's such a huge business around here. Yes. I don't know, being around the regulars every day and getting used to that, and then eventually cooking for them. It's just a whole different experience, brought back my love for being in that restaurant business. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
George or Jen?
I have something. So do they give you full creative
Brain.
reign? Thank you, Jen. To come up with something new, or do you stick with what you've done for a little while and then maybe introduce something new?
I run the entire kitchen. I'm in control of menu items, specials, many of the prices, ordering. We do host different events. With those, our event coordinator, Sherry, she's absolutely phenomenal. She usually tells me like the things that she wants to have at the events, and I'll prepare them for her. Other than that, it's just pretty much up to me, and then the owner just kind of approves what I have going on, and we go from there.
Is your
What is
place
the-
seasonal?
Yes, we usually close down around December and open up around March. This year we're opening March 25th for a lunch service.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How is that financially for you? If that's too personal, just you can decline.
No,
Just
that's
wondering.
okay. Last year it was hard. Obviously, you all know I had the baby, and I had just started at this new location, so I didn't really have any financial assistance. I do currently have financial assistance as well as hours available at work, and next year will probably look a little bit different. I plan on keeping more of my employment during the off season next year.
And how much or how many is your team in the kitchen?
It ranges anywhere between 1 and 5. It depends on the time of the year.
Okay.
Currently we're kind of just rebuilding from not a lot. There was a lot of turnover in the years leading up to me being the executive chef there. So we're trying to build our own team and start something a little bit different than what was going on there.
What is, if you don't mind saying, what is your favorite dish to prepare? Oh, that just brought an instant smile.
Well, it's funny. You guys will giggle if you ask any chef that question. They'll just laugh at you. It's one of the like most common questions a chef gets asked. I truly don't have like a specific favorite dish to prepare. I always tell people that one of my favorite things in general to prepare is homemade pasta. It's like a stress relief kind of mechanism. Um, put a lot of work into it. You have to knead the dough
Right.
real hard, and it just relieves a lot of stress when you're having a hard day. And then you get to eat it, so then it's even better.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. George or Jen, any more questions, comments?
So eventually you'd like to open your own place, obviously. Do you think? Or
That's a thought that's been on my mind. Um, I'm not there like mentally yet. There's a lot more business parts that are involved in all of that.
right.
Obviously, if I had the opportunity tomorrow, it's just not something that I could personally handle right now, with all of the extra stuff that I don't know about right like at this point in my life. So, but in the future, I do think that that's something that could be successful. So,
Would you want like a 50 table restaurant or something more like are you thinking like a low scale or what would you what would
Place.
you go
I
ahead?
think I think I would rather have something small scale but high quality food.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice and
Yeah.
comfortable for all of the guests, but make sure that everything that they eat blows their mind every time.
So
That's good.
this entire crew will be coming eventually to probably dine where you work and so we're gonna have to take a lot of pictures and you're gonna see us walk through the door. You're gonna be like, "Oh shit, they really are here." So
No, I'm gonna say do a podcast.
we would just do it right then and there. Hell yeah, live,
Exactly.
absolutely. Um, Jen, when I asked her if she wanted a big, I think I interrupted you. I didn't hear what you said.
No, nothing.
Oh, okay. Um, so basically, so you didn't go to culinary school. You just learned as you went, and now you are the head chef, and you are in charge of the entire kitchen. Sorry, ordering, preparing. You got staff, and how old are you?
24.
At 24. I mean, I don't. I mean, I like to think that I'm a great cook, which I'm really not. Jen, stop it.
Noodles and butter.
That's what I had to. That's what I want. Anyways, I just think like for something like that, you would think that somebody went to like years and years of schooling in business, and here you are. You just picked it up as you went, and an owner of an establishment just said, "Okay, Hayleigh, the kitchen's all yours. Do what you got to do." Basically,
Yes, it
What
was
if
a very great opportunity. Very thankful that I was trusted to be in this position, and also very thankful for the mentors that I've had along the way that have taught me what I've learned.
Jen.
to get the job, did you have to like cook for them? Did you have to like prepare a dish or anything?
Good
I got
question.
hired as a dishwasher. And like I said, there was a lot of turnover very quickly. There was some not so great things that had happened with some of the higher up employees in the kitchen. And I got asked one day by my front of house manager if I thought I could do it alone and if I'd be able to do it. And I said yes. And the next week I was asked to be the executive chef.
Wow,
Nice.
that's impressive. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a year and a half now. So
Obviously, your mom obviously is a huge supporter. She always brags in our group chat. She's always, her daughter is doing this, and she's always sharing the scripts that are written about you. You had said that the mentorship, mentors along the way. If you is obviously your mom, I'm going to assume, or no?
I don't know if you guys have really met my mom, but my mom is the person that says, stay out of my kitchen. So obviously mom's food always tasted good, but I didn't learn that much from her.
Okay.
Yeah. James Brown at Water Street, when I had worked there, I was able to ask him pretty much any question about food, about business, and they would all be answered. It was always like full transparency, which was really cool. Just to kind of learn the ins and out of the business itself and the food, which he had experience with like fine dining through Bellhurst previous to owning Water Street. So he was able to help me on my fine dining adventure. And then I started at Sackett's Table in Seneca Falls, and Brett Giannetti was my executive chef there. And he taught me so many things in such a short period of time. It's unbelievable.
It just sounds or seems like everything is just coming natural to you. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I think I just have a love for doing it. And I've been told I have a good palate per se. Just throw some ingredients in front of me and I'll make you one of the best dishes you've ever had. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll just walk into your place of business and we'll all have like a small bag of groceries and we'll be like, okay, here you go.
There you go.
That would be a good podcast right there.
Here,
yeah.
Here's enough for 6 people.
I mean, we are closed on Tuesdays, so could always get you guys in there and we can do a fun show in there if you want. I'm not against it.
We could each bring like different ingredients or something,
Yeah, we could do something fun.
That would be cool.
And not tell each other what anybody's bringing. Yeah.
Right.
6 or 7 surprise. 6 or 7 surprise ingredients. Here, make something.
So I guess I got to buy something other than protein shake and Little Debbie's. Okay.
If you bring protein shakes and Little Debbie's, you're going to be outside while the rest of us are inside eating. You can have your protein shake and Little Debbie's.
So I honestly think that would be not me staying outside, but I think that would be really cool if we set that up sometime. And wow, I think that would be great. Let's do that. Let's, obviously, if the owners are okay with that, we'll just go with the last person who shows up. They have to give the biggest tip, which would probably be Eric. But so yeah.
Well, or you. I mean, literally, it's 4.5. It's like 5 miles away.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I'm gonna be like the first one there.
Yeah.
If I'm driving.
Yeah. So we're at about just 24 minutes. I was just thinking of the questions that I don't know if we've covered everything. Hayleigh, is there anything that you want to share? I mean, Jackie, Jen, or George, you guys have any other questions or comments?
I think the only thing I'd like to share with everybody is that our Easter menu is available online and our opening date is March 25th. And I'd love to see all of you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I do have one question. So was it kind of, with you not being allowed in the kitchen or, helping mom out, was there some critique on her end that, would have steered you a certain way? If she didn't approve of some dish or? Or was she approving of all the food that you'd ever made?
So before I started in kitchens, I like it was just stay out of my kitchen. So like it wasn't her trying dishes that I made. Because she likes her space, you know, when she's in the kitchen and she's in her zone, she wants her space and her time. Um, I do have to say that there's been multiple things that I have cooked and brought home for her to try, and she is not a fan. I recently did lamb shanks. They were confit lamb shanks, and mom just was not a fan of the lamb.
She doesn't like
Um,
lamb, huh?
yeah, no, she was not a fan. She said that she had previously tried lamb chops, but she thought maybe it
Well,
would change, and
well,
it did not.
if you go past your mom's house about 8 miles, I know a family that loves lamb.
Well, I know a bunch of people that know
Just
where I work
saying.
and haven't been there yet.
Just saying, you know.
I mean, feel free to honk by your mom's house as you're on your way to George. So yeah.
Yeah, you know. We know people love to honk when they go by your house, even though she lives like 300 feet away from the road.
You're not
No
kidding.
way she could hear it.
Yep. Yep. Huh. Very, very, very interesting. 24 years old, executive chef. Yeah, so that was my question. What does the executive chef label mean? That means whatever you say goes. Is that basically it, or is there anything higher than that?
The owner is higher than I am. Um, he, a lot of the stuff that I do gets run like by him. 9 times out of 10, we agree on the decisions, but for the most part, when it comes to my employees, anything I say goes. If I say you're fired, like you're fired. Um, yeah, I hire based on
Nice.
my own discretion. Prices typically are my discretion, and there's like a thing or two that will change based on the owner, but
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
24 years old, executive chef, in charge of everything and everyone. Never went to school. Just learned from the first day as the dishwasher on up, and wow, incredible, impressive.
Thank you.
And we're all going to come into your establishment very soon.
I'd love that.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
Awesome. Anybody have any other comments or anything?
No.
All right. Perfect time to take a commercial break. So Hayleigh, don't go anywhere. I mean, I'm just going to stop recording, but we're going to come right back. So hold on.